JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Hi guys. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now on to the news.
Someone drive a van right off in a hole to Guinea tree. No good again.
Man fatally shot in De La Vega City, Spanish Town. The police in St. Catherine are probing the murder of a man who was shot in the face in De La Vega City, Spanish Town on Friday. Killed was Gregory Lawson, otherwise called Twinny, 30, of De La Vega City. It is reported that about 10:15 a.m., residents stumbled upon Lawson's body in the vicinity of a bar and summoned the police. Lawson had what appeared to be a gunshot wound to the face. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the incident. Indicom probing fatal police shooting in Central Village. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, is probing the fatal shooting of a man by the police in Central Village, St. Catherine, on Thursday. The deceased was identified as 32-year-old Dwayne Beckford. According to Indicom, the police reported that a team was on an intelligence-led operation in the community when, upon approaching a building, a man fired in their direction. All three cops discharged their weapons during the incident. A black 12-gauge shotgun with serial number erased was reported as recovered from the deceased. Indicom was informed that no body-worn camera was issued, assigned, or used in the incident. As part of the response requirements, Indicom's forensic personnel examined, processed, and packaged the evidential material recovered from the incident scene. The hands of the deceased man were swabbed for DNA testing, and his body was photographed and sealed pending post-mortem examination. All officers who were involved in the incident will be required to provide a statement and were advised to attend Indicom to be interviewed in relation to their involvement in the fatal shooting. 3 guns seized, 3 men taken into custody. The St. Catherine South Police seized a Taurus 9mm pistol and 11 rounds of ammunition during an operation on Port Henderson Road, St. Catherine, about 5 a.m. on Friday, May 31. 3 men have been arrested in connection with the discovery after the vehicle they were traveling in was searched and the weapon was found. They are to be interviewed. Meanwhile, on Saturday, the St. Andrew North Police recovered 2 guns and several rounds of ammunition in the Grand Spin and the Stony Hill policing areas. Reports are that at about 1:45 a.m., a shooting occurred along Barbican Road, and after responding, the police carried out a search, and a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with a magazine and 14 rounds was recovered. In a subsequent targeted operation in the Brooks Level community of Stony Hill at about 7 a.m., 1 Mach 11 submachine gun and a magazine were recovered. No arrests were made in connection to these finds. Investigations are ongoing into both seizures. Motorcyclist killed in Trelawney crash. 40-year-old motorcyclist Winston Clark of Bounty Hall, Trelawney, was killed after he collided with a motor car in Granville in the parish on Thursday. Corporal Kirkland Cross of the Trelawney Traffic Department said that about 2:15 p.m., Clark was riding his motorcycle towards Falmouth when he collided with a Toyota Voxy heading in the opposite direction. The impact sent Clark into the windscreen before he fell to the ground, suffering multiple wounds. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Cross said the driver of the car was treated for minor injuries at hospital. This accident brings to 5 fatal accidents, from which 9 persons have perished since 2024, Cross reported. Alleged gangster charge over murders, arson, and beheading in Gregory Park. A raft of charges, including murder, shooting, and assault, have been laid against an alleged 23-year-old gangster who the police say has been linked to cases of gang-related homicides, shootings, arson, and beheading in Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine. He's Tyrese Taylor, otherwise called Reddy, of Dover Avenue in Gregory Park, who the police say is a reputed member of the Charger Badness gang. Following investigations into violent incidents that occurred in 2021 and 2023, Taylor was on Thursday charged with 4 counts of murder, assault of common law, unlawful wounding, aiding and abetting, shooting with intent, and arson. He is also charged with being a participant in a criminal organization, facilitating the commission of an applicable offense by a criminal organization, possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and making use of a firearm to commit a felony. According to the police, on August 9, 2021, Taylor and alleged members of the gang, armed with guns, went to a restaurant and opened fire, hitting 39-year-old Omar Ricketts of Christian Penn, Gregory Park, St. Catherine, before they escaped on foot in the area. The police were summoned, and Ricketts was taken to hospital where he died. Months later, on December 18, 2021, about 9:30 a.m., Taylor and alleged gang members entered the premises in the community, held 2 men at gunpoint, and bound their hands with electrical cords. One of the victims was allegedly beaten before the armed men proceeded to another premises. There, they held another man at gunpoint, decapitated him with a machete, and escaped with the severed head, according to the police. The deceased was identified as 30-year-old Raphael Natty of Joe Blaine, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. His severed head was discovered hours later by residents on Cottage Drive in Gregory Park. The men, who were bound by the attackers, managed to free themselves and alerted the police. In 2023, Taylor and other alleged members of the gang went to Walker's Avenue in Gregory Park about 3 a.m. on August 12, where they shot and killed 28-year-old Ranil Orton, a taxi operator of Walker's Avenue. The assailants then made their way to another premises on Walker's Avenue, where they set several homes on fire, injuring 72-year-old Naomi Gokal, who later died from the severe burns she sustained during the incident. Taylor was apprehended during an operation in the parish. He was charged following a question and answer interview. Law enforcement in the St. Catherine South Division continues to search for the other suspects involved in the incidents. Woman ditches vehicle following car flip on Washington Blvd. A woman abandoned her vehicle after the car she was driving flipped, landing on its side inside a service station on Washington Blvd in St. Andrew early Saturday morning. It is reported that the unidentified woman was not hurt in the incident. Reports from onlookers are that around 2:40 a.m., the car was seen gliding through the air, later clipping a wall and ultimately landing on its side. I saw the car in the air, and as the car landed, the woman ran out and said, "What me must do?" And then she take off down the street. She's a lucky girl, that's all me know. Cause all the airbags them flying, she don't get no injury, no blood, no nothing. No one was hurt, and she just take off down the road, an eyewitness said. The onlookers theorize that the driver of the vehicle may have been running from the police prior to the incident, noting that law enforcement officers were quickly on the scene. The driver of the ill-fated vehicle is rumored to have been coming from a party. Alleged trigger money contract killing of Tamara Geddes remanded. Brian Shelley, one of the men charged in the contract killing of 36-year-old Tamara Geddes on June 9, 2020 in Trelawney, was remanded in custody until November 24. Shelley appeared before Justice Bertram Morrison on Thursday morning in the Trelawney Circuit Court being held in Duncans. Shelley is accused of barging into Geddes' home in Reserve, Trelawney, where he robbed her of 2 cell phones and demanded sex. His demand was not met, and he opened gunfire, hitting the woman. 3 other people involved in the murder, Nadine Geddes, Tamara's sister, and Tamara's nieces, Shanice Ruddock and Janice Smith, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to murder and murder. Nadine, who paid $150,000 to have her sister killed, was sentenced to 20 years in prison for murder and 5 years for conspiracy to murder, while Ruddock and Smith were given 5-year suspended sentences in May 2021. 2 other people, 33-year-old Tashana Young of Norwood St. James and 55-year-old Owen Irving, also of Norwood, also pleaded guilty to murder and conspiracy to murder charges. Irving was sentenced to 20 years in prison, while Young was ordered to serve 5 years. Toddler and teen boy among 7 killed in road crashes in last 7 days, says RSU. 7 more people perished in motor vehicle crashes on the nation's roads during the week ending Friday, May 31. This has pushed to 170 the number of people killed in motor vehicle crashes since the start of the year. It represents a 3% reduction in fatalities when compared to 2023, or 6 fewer deaths, according to the Island Traffic Authority's Road Safety Unit, RSU, in its latest update on Friday. Those killed in the past week includes 3 motorcyclists, one of whom was a 16-year-old boy, and a 2-year-old girl was a passenger in a private motor car. Also killed were the driver of a commercial motor vehicle, 1 private motor car driver, and a pedestrian. Meanwhile, the RSU is reporting that fatal crashes have decreased by 9% when compared to 2023. Overall, it said pedestrians currently account for 19% of the road users killed as of May 31, Motorcyclists account for 32%, private motor vehicle drivers account for 16%, and the private motor vehicle passengers account for 11%. Vulnerable road users, pedestrians, pedal cyclists, motorcyclists, and the pillion riders account for 62% combined of the road users killed as of May 31. Males and females account for 86% and 14% respectively of the road fatalities to date. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.